Have you ever left a conversation and suddenly realized what someone actually meant? The strange thing is that people constantly reveal their thoughts, not through their words, but through dozens of tiny signals they don't even realize they're sending. A slight pause, a forced smile, a change in posture. Most people miss these clues completely. But psychologists have discovered that when you know where to look, you can often tell what someone is thinking long before they say it out loud. Today, we're uncovering 8 psychological tactics that can help you read people more accurately, and the final one might completely change the way you look at every conversation. Before we begin, there's something important to understand. No single behavior tells you exactly what someone is thinking. The secret isn't looking for one clue, it's learning how multiple clues fit together. Once you start noticing these patterns, you'll never look at social interactions the same way again. Let's begin. 1. Watch their first reaction. Most people control their expressions, but only after they've had time to think. The first reaction is often the most honest. Imagine showing a coworker exciting news about your promotion. They congratulate you. But before the smile appears, you notice a split-second expression of disappointment. That tiny moment may reveal more than everything they say afterward. The brain reacts before the social mask goes up, and that's where the truth often slips through. 2. Notice changes, not behavior. Here's a mistake most people make. They focus on what someone is doing. Experts focus on what suddenly changes. If someone has been relaxed all evening and instantly becomes tense when a certain topic appears, that's valuable information. The topic triggered something. Maybe discomfort, maybe excitement, maybe fear. The change matters more than the behavior itself. 3. Listen for missing information. Now here's something surprising. Sometimes what people don't say is more revealing than what they do. Ask someone about a vacation. One person describes experiences. Another spends 5 minutes talking about hotel prices and airport delays. Why? People naturally focus on what mattered most to them. The details they choose reveal where their attention, and often their emotions, were directed. 4. Follow their feet. Most people watch faces, very few watch feet. Yet feet are surprisingly honest. When someone enjoys a conversation, their feet often point toward the person speaking. When they're mentally checking out, their feet frequently angle toward the nearest exit. The face may stay polite. The feet often reveal the real intention. And once you start noticing this, you'll see it everywhere. 5. Pay attention to timing. Not all pauses mean the same thing. A quick response usually comes from existing thoughts. A delayed response may indicate filtering, uncertainty, or careful wording. Imagine asking a simple question. Did you enjoy the meeting? If the answer takes much longer than expected, that delay itself becomes information. Not proof, just information. And information creates a clearer picture. 6. Look for emotional leakage. People often try to hide emotions. The problem? Emotions don't always stay hidden. Someone may claim they're calm while gripping a coffee cup so tightly their knuckles turn white. Another person insists they're fine while constantly tapping their foot. The body often continues telling the truth long after words start hiding it. 7. The cluster rule. Here's where many people get it wrong. They spot one signal and immediately jump to conclusions. A crossed arm, a glance away, a nervous laugh. None of these prove anything. Professionals look for clusters. 3, 4, 5 signals all pointing in the same direction. That's when confidence increases. One clue is interesting. Several clues together become a pattern. And patterns are far more reliable than isolated behaviors. 8. Identify the hidden motive. Now for the most powerful tactic of all. Stop trying to read minds. Instead, try understanding motives. Most people focus on, what is this person thinking? A better question is, what does this person want right now? Approval, attention, safety, status, connection? Once you identify the motive, many behaviors suddenly make sense. Because thoughts change constantly, motives are much more stable. And when you understand what drives someone, predicting their behavior becomes far easier. The best people readers aren't psychics. They aren't human lie detectors. They're simply observers. They notice reactions, changes, patterns, timing, motives, and they resist the temptation to jump to conclusions too quickly. The next time you're talking with someone, challenge yourself to observe just a little more carefully. You might discover that people reveal far more than they ever intend to. And once you learn to notice these signals, you'll never hear a conversation the same way again.